What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies with gentle hands, old people with pension plans. Just kidding, just kidding. Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, I'm gonna be going over how I lost 357. 1 second. I'm gonna be going over how I lost $347 today. The two trades I ended up taking, I took one loss and one break even. So without any more time wasting, let's get into the action that happened today. So coming into the day, we'll skip right here. So coming into the day, I was looking to see a tap into this 4 hour above. Let me just go ahead and go on the 5 minute, 15 minute actually. So coming into the day, I don't know why this is so annoying, bro. So coming into the day, we had this 4 hour right here, and we also had news at 10 a.m. So I wanted to see what 10 a.m. would do if we would inverse this 4 hour, because we had triple equal highs over here. As you guys can see, we had triple equal highs over here. So I wanted to see if we were going to inverse this 4 hour, and then we could take continuation longs into these triple equal highs, or if we were going to respect this 4 hour and we could look to take shorts to this 1 hour internal low down here. What ended up happening off market open, right off rip, market opened and just tapped into the 4 hour above. And then after tapping into the 4 hour above right here, and taking out this 4 hour internal high, we ended up making an SMT. Well, first of all, we ended up just chopping after taking out this 4 hour internal high right here. We ended up just chopping, coming back up, coming back down, and ES at this point was looking extremely bearish. If we go ahead onto the 5 minute right here, as you guys can see, ES, this was just a forward test, ES had come down after making an SMT with the 4 hour internal high, had come down and almost tapped into the 1 hour internal low. So at this point, I was looking to wait until 10 a.m., see what 10 a.m. would do, if we were going to respect the 4 hour or not. 10 a.m. ended up opening, coming back up. Where was 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. was right here. So 10 a.m. open high, coming back up, taking out this internal high right here. Ended up making an SMT with the high right here. I don't want to confuse you guys, so I'm just gonna, there we go. So we ended up making an SMT with this internal high right here. And then we had this fat displacement candle to the downside. I ended up taking it to from the 1 minute CISD right here, stops on the body closure, targeting all of this low resistance liquidity and this 1 hour internal low right here. What ended up happening was NQ, of course, decides to slap me and punch me across the face after this fat displacement candle and all this low resistance liquidity right here. What ends up happening was boom, stopped out. So that was a loss, $347 right there. After we respected that 4 hour gap, and I had a feeling that we were still gonna go to these triple equal highs above. What ended up happening was I let the market do its thing, came all the way back up, hit the equal highs right here, hit the triple equal highs right here, and made an SMT with it. So after making an SMT with the triple equal highs and taking out this 4-hour internal high, I was looking for shorts. It was almost 11 a.m. at that point. I think it was 10:45. So we make an SMT with that high. And then what happens? Make an SMT with that high. We open up a 5-minute. And we open up these 3 5-minutes here with a 15-minute down here. So this was a 15-minute gap right here. Let me mark it out for you guys. So this was a 15-minute gap. If you go on the 15-minute chart, as you guys can see, there was a 15-minute gap right there. And we had opened up this 5-minute, this 5-minute, and this 5-minute, and the 15-minute below it. So what did I end up doing? I ended up waiting for this 5-minute to inverse. I set my limit right here for the retest of the inverse of the 5-minute. We end up getting that retest. I end up getting filled in right here. And I set my stops to break even on this 5-minute tap. So my stops were at break even at this point right here. We ended up opening up another 15-minute down here. And we had tapped into it. As you guys can see, there's that 15-minute right there. This fat 15-minute right here. And then I was expecting a bounce off of this, and unfortunately we did. I was planning on taking it all the way down to this 15-minute down here and trailing my stop at this 5-minute, but unfortunately we didn't end up getting that. I just had my stops to break even, and we had a nice clean rejection off of this 5-minute gap right here, but unfortunately that rejection didn't hold and didn't help us. So yeah, we ended up inversing this 5-minute. I was thinking about taking longs from this 5-minute, break even at this 5-minute, targeting this high, but I held myself. I was disciplined enough because I told myself in the first trade recap, if you guys remember, that I told myself I was only going to take 2 trades. So there we go. Stopped out a break even right there. 1 break even, 1 loss. Today, conditions were kind of weird. Price action was kind of clean, but we weren't really retracing or giving us any entries to anything. But it is what it is. Sometimes market moves like that. Took a loss of $347 today. I'm just happy that I stayed consistent and I stayed disciplined. And that 1 break even and that 1 loss doesn't bother me because I stayed disciplined. As you guys know, yesterday the only reason I was upset was because I wasn't disciplined, but today I was. I held myself from taking that 3rd trade, even though I would have banged and I would have probably had that 1,500 on the account. We are still up on the account though. We are up. 1 second. We are up $13 on the account. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow we get some good price action. Hopefully we can catch a W. Let's just see how tomorrow is. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications to get notified every time I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.